Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. What Jonathan told me about Sowore's detention by Buhari government, says Reno Omokri. Former presidential aide Reno Omokri on Sunday revealed his chat with ex-president Goodluck Jonathan on the ordeal Omoyele Sowore is facing. Sowore is convener of Revolution Now protest and publisher of Sowore Reporters. Omoyele Sowore has been in Department of State Services (DSS) detention, having been accused of treason. Making the disclosure on Twitter, Reno said Jonathan was full of pity about Sowore's situation. He tweeted, "I just spoke to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan and urged him to read my column in today's This Day Live, titled Sowore and Buhari, a bromance gone sour." He responded, "Reno, pray for the young man. Help him if you can. He didn't know what he was doing. Is Jack a woman or an angel?" He said, meanwhile, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, (SERAP), has written open letter to Mr. Abubakar Malami, SAN, Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, urging him to enter a null prosecute and discontinue the prosecution. In the letter dated 21 September 2019 and signed by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the group said, Sowore's case and several similar cases instigated and brought by state governors make a hideous mockery of Nigeria's criminal justice system, rule of law, freedom of expression, and media freedom. These cases are persecution and not prosecution. As guardian of the public interest, you have a role to end this travesty now and to maintain the sanctity and integrity of Nigeria's justice system. These cases set a dangerous precedent for the misuse and subversion of the justice system, which may lead to the politicization of the judiciary. This will be bad for everyone, ordinary citizens, journalists, and even the politicians in power, as they may themselves become targets of these repressive and abusive tactics when they are out of power in opposition. While the Nigerian government has the responsibility to prevent and prosecute criminal offenses, it ought to do so lawfully and in full compliance with human rights and the rule of law. Exercising your constitutional independence and discretion to withdraw these kinds of charges would meet the test of reasonableness, demand, or justice, as noted, serve the public interest. Laws and against terrorism and money laundering should be properly used and not to undermine critical voices, activists, and the media. Invoking the charges of treasonable felony to unjustifiably or arbitrarily restrict the rights of freedom or right to freedom of opinion and expression would minimize the seriousness with which our laws traditionally treat such offenses and undermine the essence of the criminal justice system and the rule of law. He said, if not urgently addressed, the misuse of the criminal justice system and politicization of Nigeria's judiciary would jeopardize the independence of the Nigeria and the rule of law and lower the public estimation of the ability of our justice system to serve as the last hope of justice for desperate victims. Unless these bogus charges are immediately withdrawn, there is a danger that the public interest represented by the courts and that represented by your role might part company. So guys, in a nutshell, what Reno Mokre is saying is that the accusation or allegation or the charges against Sowore might not be too easy for him to be out of the of the detention, or the thing might get complicated. I think that's just what I can really deduce from what the response of a Goodluck Jonathan. He has been a president. He knows how to use this power. He knows what is obtainable. But unfortunately, Goodluck did not really exercise this power. He just left everybody to be. He just left everybody to have their ways, which he didn't want to. And that was what prompted him even to hand over the power when he lost the election. But some people are still arguing that, because that is still debatable, that he just felt that he didn't want problem. And like he said, that because of politics, he wouldn't want people's blood to be split all over the place. And that was why he just left everything. Even when he knew quite alright that something did not just go well, but he had to, like, okay, let me just leave you guys and face the reality. And we are facing the reality. That is just the truth of the whole thing. We are facing the reality, and we are facing the music. Everybody's dancing to the music. A lot of people are like, oh, the same Sowore that was against Jonathan. He used all his power, all his might, everything he really had then to be able to work against Jonathan. But that is not withstanding. But at the end of the day, Jonathan just like, okay, let me leave it. He didn't want to use the power of incumbents to work against a lot of things. If he had done that, I'm not sure Buhari would be here today, because he would have used that power judiciously, and Buhari will not be in power today. And when it comes to the issue of freedom of speech, he allowed everybody. Everybody was talking down on him. Everybody was abusing him, insulting him. Even the so-called president's administration, they insulted him, said all manner of things. And one of the things they are charging Sowore for is that is insulted the president. If we are to go by that, how many people insulted Goodluck Jonathan? And he didn't do anything. He didn't use the power against the people. He had all the power. He didn't use it. And that's why he's just telling Reno Omokri that if you know this guy, pray for him. That, it's like he didn't know what he was doing, because somebody now saw the opportunity of using that power, and they are hammering on that word, revolution. And that is the school of thought of some people now. Oh, why should he have used that word, revolution? Even when they said, even the same president, the Buhari himself, used that word, but they are trying to paint it, they are trying to justify it, that there was a way he used it, that he was talking about revolution of the of votes, of election. That was what he was telling people. But the revolution which Omoyele Sowore talks about is different from that, and they want to go about dictionary to be able to hang that on him. Of course, they have charged him to that. So, like what we said, we are expecting the lawyers to be able to do the needful, because a lot of people from every quarter, has condemned this act, and has condemned this. I can't say whether it is judgment. Even international bodies are, condemned this act. You don't just use that as an excuse, because everybody now will like, oh, I wouldn't want to say anything, because if I say anything, they will want to hold me for that. So that is where we have found ourselves. We're not in a military era. I see no reason why somebody cannot tolerate. So they cannot tolerate the masses. When they criticize you, you see it as hate speech. You see it as an insult. For how long are we going to go with this? For how long are we going to go through this route? We are not in the military era. A lot of people can argue it for all they care that is doing the right thing, but let them continue with it. Like I always say, we all meet ourselves there. We all face the music, just like we are facing the music in one way or the other. We are facing the music. That is just the truth. And some people are of the opinion that who is this Reno Mokri, that he talks with the two sides of his mouth, that they shouldn't mind him. Nobody should take him serious. Whether you take him serious or you don't take him serious, you know within yourself what is happening. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Like I'm entitled to mine. You are entitled to yours. But the reality is that we will all face the music, which we are facing already. We are facing already, unless we want to be economical with the truth. In as much we are in this country together, we are facing the music, we are dancing to it in one way or the other, which I know that we are not comfortable with. No matter how we want to hide it, we are not comfortable with it. So guys, that is just my opinion concerning what Reno Mokre said. Goodluck Jonathan told him that if you know this man, you have to pray for him. That pity is spitting Omoyele Sowore, because with the way things are going, these guys are really ready to use him as a scapegoat or as an example. He said, Goodluck Jonathan responded. He said, Reno, pray for the young man. Help him if you can. He didn't know what he was doing. And Reno Mokri asks, is Jeg a woman or an angel? It is left for us to answer that question. Please, guys, I would like to hear your opinion concerning the response of Goodluck Jonathan. And let's hear your own take and learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.